What's up guys, my name is Jeong. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have Simon, aka Simonster here to talk about some of the best exercises for shoulder workouts for beginner and intermediate. And doesn't matter if it's calisthenics only. I know you're known for calisthenics, but it could be a weight. So let's say just random person comes into you and then asks you for the best exercises. If that happens to you, what would you tell them to do?
So generally, unless there's a specific exercise somebody wants to perform with, so they want to get good at the bench press for a powerlifting competition, or they want to get good at handstand push-ups with that goal in mind, I don't think there is really a best exercise. I would really just choose a few exercises with some variety, targeting different muscle groups that they enjoy. And it's really about the exercises that they enjoy most, that they're probably going to put the most effort into, or make them adhere to the program. And they'll probably get better gains rather than trying to force them into something they don't really like to do. So if they like calisthenics, you can predominantly do calisthenics-based exercises. If they like lifting weights, dumbbells, machines, barbell, it doesn't really matter. They're all very effective. They all build muscle very well.
What if the person doesn't have any preference? Like maybe the person has no background, or the person doesn't care?
I would probably just pitch those ideas to them, see if they do gravitate towards one. And if they don't, I'd try a mixture of each and kind of see what they like. So really simple if you want to work the upper limbs, upper body, including a variety of movements. So for example, you might include a horizontal pushing exercise, a horizontal pulling exercise, a vertical pushing, and a vertical pulling exercise. So if you keep it really simple, you can do a horizontal push with the bench press or push-up, or a variation of, such as dumbbell bench or pseudo planche push-up, something of that sort. A vertical press, so things like the overhead press, dumbbells, barbell, handstand push-up, pike push-up. Horizontal pull, cable row, dumbbell row, body weight row, front lever pull. A vertical pull, we did a vertical push, so something like a pull-up or a lat pull-down. 3 to 4 sets, if they're new, 3 sets of each should be plenty, and that's a pretty solid upper limb workout. Rep range of anywhere between 5 and 30, nice and flexible.
So if you were to pick, should you do both, like the horizontal and the vertical with weights, or it could be either or?
It can be either or. So as we spoke about earlier, whether you do body weight or weights, you're applying the same method to challenge your muscles. Whether you do handstand push-ups through full range of motion, if you're able, or you do overhead press through full range of motion, you can apply similar amounts of muscle damage, fatigue, and a similar stimulus for hypertrophy and muscle mass. As I said, weights just tend to be fairly simple to progress with. You can progress in small increments. They make life a little bit easier. Most gyms will have all the equipment you need, whereas if you want to do things like challenge push-ups beyond your body weight and keep the motor pattern the same, you really need a weight vest or a belt and rings and a couple of boxes to elevate your body.
So if the person just wants a simple workout, so you probably recommend to just train with weights?
I mean, that
it really talk about is simpler.
It really depends on the level. For a beginner, there's generally a lot of room to grow with push-ups. Especially if you can't do full push-ups yet, or you find them challenging. If you can do 5 to 10 push-ups, it's probably simpler to do push-ups than it is to load up a bench press. So unfortunately, there's no real one-size-fits-all answer, and it really depends on the person's level and preferences. You'll often hear like, this is the best exercise, or this is the perfect program. Generally, that's not true. I was gonna swear on your channel, but, so it's really about finding what you enjoy and what you're going to adhere to a long time. Because if you really want to make significant progress, it's not about training really hard for a month or 2 months.
There are some exercises that are slightly better than others, but for most people, the difference is so negligible that it probably doesn't matter.
I think generally that when people say that, when an exercise is better than another, it's for a specific goal. So for instance, a lot of people love free weights. A lot of people say free weights are better than machine weights for strength. But strength is very much a function of how you test it. And if you test people's strength on machines, training with machines is better than training with free weights. You test with free weights, training with free weights is better. It's really about what your goals are. And if you don't have any specific goals, you're just looking for general health and fitness and transferable strength, you can kind of choose what you what you like.
I feel like we could go on and on for like 20-30 minutes, but I think we've got you the basics covered. All right, thank you so much for today.
Anytime.
Yep. All right. So this is Simon Anna. I'm gonna put his social if you wanna follow him. You guys are probably following him, but I'll put it down in the description box just in case. And thanks for tuning in, guys. And I'll catch you guys up in my next video.